Please stand for the playing of our national anthem, and please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance to follow afterwards. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now take your seat.
Good evening. My name is Emily Llanes, and I am the president of the ACHS senior class. Thank you. On behalf of the class of 2018, I would like to welcome the members of the AISD School Board, Superintendent Cavazos, special guests, faculty and staff, friends, and family. Thank you all for taking the time to join us on this special day. There is so much we have accomplished with your support and guidance. We cannot thank you enough. We have worked diligently for the past 4 years, and now we're ready to take on the world's challenges as leaders in our communities. Gracias a nuestras familias por estar con nosotros durante este proceso. Ha sido un camino difícil, pero lo logramos gracias a ustedes. Quisiera agradecerle a Dios por bendecirme con una familia extraordinaria. Mom and Dad, ustedes me han dado las herramientas para triunfar. Han sido el mejor ejemplo como padres y como personas. To my sisters and brother, thank you for being there for me and supporting me through this journey. This would not be possible without you guys. To my senior class, I wish this moment would have happened a little bit later because I know that this speech will be one of many tonight that will serve as a finale to this chapter in our lives. It has been an honor to represent such an amazing class. This experience has taught me so much as an individual. We started off as a group of freshmen who were afraid to be ourselves. We feared disappointment, failure, success, and the list was endless. But as time went by, we flourished into a group of young people who are now confident in themselves and are not afraid to be heard. I see growth, responsibility, and maturity in all of you. We are ready to move on and accept what is next. What will come is uncertain, but we have gathered up the tools to succeed. I am beyond proud of what we have all been able to accomplish. For some of us, this has been a very difficult road, but despite the challenges, we are all here to celebrate that we have made it. As we move forward to pursue our dreams, I ask you all to never forget who you are, what you stand for, and most importantly, where you come from. Fear will be a part of our lives forever, and we cannot change that. But don't let anything get in the way of your success. If you ever doubt yourself, know that we are a family and will forever be here for you. I will miss seeing every single one of you, but I know that for some of us, going our separate ways will only strengthen our future and allow us to create the legacy that we are destined to leave behind. Finally, after numerous readers' reviews, talks of wisdom from Dr. Bolin, and several signatures on the Board of Shame, we are ready to walk the stage and leave tonight as Arlington Collegiate High School's first ever graduates. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce one of the biggest supporters of ACHS. Please welcome the Superintendent of the Arlington Independent School District, Dr. Marcelo Cavazos.
Well, thank you so much for being here tonight with these young people. I'm blessed to be the superintendent of Arlington ISD, and it seems like just a short 4 years ago that we were talking about an early college high school. And I think I mentioned this, and I've had an opportunity to speak with the students over the years, and it always takes somebody to be first. And it takes somebody with courage, with faith, with determination, and with perseverance to say, I'll be first. And I remember as you were 8th graders, where you applied and you were accepted and we had orientations, and you saw a building that was being built, and your parents had the support and the faith in you that you could make it, that you could prove that given the opportunity, you will exceed everyone's expectations. And so those early days, you did it with faith. And as you journeyed through, it became more your responsibility. And you carried out that responsibility exceptionally well. And so as you go first, you also set a very high standard. I don't know if you realize, but across the entire TCC system, 1/3 of the early college high school graduates are from your school. 1/3 of the entire early college high school graduates come from Arlington. And so you've set a high standard and a high bar. But you also have had the support and the love of great people. Your teachers, your wonderful principal, your assistant principal, counselors. You've had the great love and support. So the other thing you've done is you've demonstrated that with all the right things, your support, your determination, the right people, the right environment, the right expectations, that the sky's the limit. And you've proven that. And so you have also left a mark in Arlington ISD, because the people coming behind you, and if you think of 3rd graders and 4th graders and 6th graders that look to you, they see a possibility. That's the biggest gift you can give somebody, is when they see that I too can accomplish what you've accomplished as a young person. And for that, you will always be blessed to be first. And so this wonderful graduating class, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of your accomplishments, but more importantly, I'm proud of what you've taught us. You've taught the adults, myself included. You've taught people in the city of Arlington, throughout our state. You've also taught us that if we dream big, with the right opportunities, you can accomplish anything. And so your journey through high school was different, but it was special. And all of you together have formed a special bond. So with all this opportunity that you've fully taken advantage of, I encourage you to reach back and help someone else when they're going through their journey and their struggles. Help them so they too can be successful. So as you reach up, don't forget to reach back to help someone else. And so on behalf of our school district, I thank you. I'm going to say a few words in Spanish, very similar theme, so you're not missing anything. Muchas gracias por todos que vinieron hoy, esta noche, a apoyar a estos estudiantes. Todos los familiares, la gente del público, muchas gracias. Porque sabemos que con el apoyo de ustedes y con la fe que tenían ellos cuando estaban en grado 8, entrar a una escuela nueva, una oportunidad nueva, con esa fe y esa determinación y el apoyo de ustedes, tienen éxito. Y no nada más éxito poquito, tienen éxito máximo. Y lo tienen porque ellos ya han realizado algo muy importante en su vida. Ellos ya saben que para tener éxito tienen que tener el amor y el apoyo de todos. Y ellos tienen que trabajar duro y ya lo saben. Muchas veces eso no lo conocemos hasta que ya estamos de muchos adultos y ellos ya lo saben. Muchas gracias por el apoyo, muchas gracias por la bendición que tenemos nosotros de estar en Arlington ISD. And so, on behalf of our school district, I also want to thank Bill Coppola and Tarrant County College for being such a great partner. You know, it's easy when you have a partner that'll do what you tell them. I'm kidding. No, well, you do most of what we tell you, right, Bill? No, it's easy when you have a partner that has the same enthusiasm and the same love that we do for you. And so from day one, Bill Coppola has been there as your champion on behalf of TCC. So publicly, I want to thank you sincerely, Bill, for that. And finally, I want to, well, yeah, let's give him a round of applause. And finally, I want to thank your principal. Your principal, too, was that person that said, I'll be first, I'll go. And he shepherded you through in an exceptional way. So Dr. Ben Bolton, thank you for your leadership. Last thing I'll say, as you cross this stage tonight and you get your diploma, and I know some of you have already gotten your associates, which is outstanding, right? But as you get your high school diploma here, not literally, but figuratively, you bring your family, you bring the friends and the support system with you, right? You bring them with you, and every time you cross this stage, you know that you're not alone. And when you leave this stage and start your future in a whole new path, you're never alone. So thank you, first class of Early College High School. I'm very proud of you.
Good evening. My name is Elena Gonzalez, and I'm the Vice President for the class of 2018. It is my biggest pleasure to introduce another one of the biggest supporters of ACHS, the proud president of the Tarrant County College Southeast Campus, Dr. Bill Coppola.
Good evening. I always have to say, good evening. That's better. I always introduce myself as the proud president of the Southeast Campus. The students know that. But I was never more prouder than 2 weeks ago when I got to sit on the stage, and I purposely put myself in the front row at the convention center downtown and watch the largest class out of 8 early college high schools in our district cross the stage and get their associate's degree, and I couldn't have been more proud. And I will admit I did have a tear or two going down my eyes. Now, I'm not as good a speaker as Dr. Cavazos, as you know. I always end up following him. I try to get before him. So I have some prepared notes that I want to read for you. First, I want to congratulate you all on reaching a milestone that you set 4 years ago. With the support of your family, you reached this moment by stepping out of your comfort zones, which many individuals will not do. And you proved to yourself that you can push yourself in ways others would avoid, and you succeeded. You had the help of wonderful and caring faculty and staff, and of course, the amazing Dr. Bolin, who were there to support you and there for you when you doubted yourself. The ultimate goal of an early college high school is to create a college-going culture. We know that students from these programs will reach advanced educational degrees and success at a higher rate than native university freshmen. And whether you received your associate's degree or not, you have just gotten a glimpse of your potential. Now you must continue to move out of your present comfort zones. You have learned to be your own advocate and take responsibility for your education and your future. You will be leaving behind a piece of you as part of your legacy. However, you will be taking a piece of the Arlington Collegiate High School with you. You have been imprinted with the values and the confidence of your faculty. And I've always felt that you learn more from who we are than what we do. There will be many tears shed today, tears of sadness because you are leaving and tears of joy because you have exceeded. But Dr. Seuss said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." Our role as educators is to create an environment for students to see their own potential and reach their goals. However, you have created the environment for all of us to grow and succeed. You have been given a wonderful opportunity and you took full advantage of it. I want to now challenge you to give back to others. As graduates of this program, you have a social and civic responsibility to help others succeed. Now, I am up here today because I am the proud president of the Southeast Campus. However, all good leaders have a better team behind them. My most important job at the campus is to unlock the doors and turn on the lights and let others do what they do best. But there is one individual who took our vision and worked tirelessly to bring us to this day. I would like to recognize Mr. Mike Sinato. Mike, will you please stand to be recognized? I know you all got to know him very well. As your college president, I want to thank you for being patient with us in developing an educational model that is like no other in the country. I am glad that the Southeast Campus played a small but significant part in preparing you for your future. So as you know, I would like to finish with the last quote that you will ever hear from me. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have always imagined, by Henry David Thoreau. Thank you and congratulations.
It is now truly an honor to introduce to you the Arlington Collegiate High School Class of 2018 Salutatorian, Ms. Idara Rosa Ekong. Idara is the daughter of Emmanuel and Ozong Ekong. Idara made the most of her time here at ACHS in her dedication to both academics and service projects. She is a member of the Cornerstone Honors Program and was highly involved in Phi Theta Kappa as both a member and the Student Government Association's Senate representative for her chapter. She is a peer leader and campus ambassador for TCC, as well as a volunteer conversation partner in the ESLL program for students learning to speak English. Idara will be attending the University of Texas at Arlington in the fall and is majoring in biology with a minor in African American Studies. After she receives her bachelor's degree, she plans on attending medical school and following her dreams of becoming a doctor. She was awarded the prestigious Terry Foundation Scholarship from UTA, which in conjunction with other scholarships earned is valued at approximately $30,000 for her first year alone. Idara, I am so proud of you and the tenacity and leadership you have shown. In this past year, I've come to admire you so much and will miss your infectious smile and laughter. You have been a blessing to anyone whose path you have come across, and I wish you all the best in your future.
Good evening, faculty, staff, school board members, families, friends, and most importantly, graduates. Welcome to the first ever Arlington Collegiate High School graduation ceremony for the inaugural class of 2018. I am Idara Rosa Ekong, and I am beyond humbled to receive the honor of being the salutatorian for this class. On behalf of my classmates, I want to say thank you to you all because you truly played a role in our success. If someone were to ask me to describe my ACHS experience in one phrase, I will quote Dr. Bolin, as he always used to say, "Well, I don't know. This is the first time we are doing this, so we'll see how it goes." The class of 2018 was always ready, responsible, and respectful, despite all the challenges we had to face. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better." And I am proud to say that we are all part of this experiment, and it has led us to becoming the best class in the history of ACHS and achieving the dream in 2018. We went from struggling to understand Algebra 1 concepts to having the confidence to go all the way to take Calculus 2 and 3. We went from being late to school at 8:30 to volunteering to take classes at 6:30 in the morning. Remember when you used to miss your bus and had to call OJ for a ride? But now you're coming to school in your own cars. We went from being shy to public speaking to representing ACHS at Tennessee by speaking to hundreds of other early college high school students. We went from enduring the heavy cost load of art appreciation to producing an amazing play called Alicia. We went from worrying about SAT scores to celebrating scholarships and acceptances into different university programs. And most importantly, we went from saying, no one in my family has ever gone to college, to holding our heads up high to say, I am the first in my family to earn a college degree. These are just a few examples of how being the experimental class was actually a blessing in disguise because it allowed us to achieve beyond our wildest imaginations. I challenge you all to continue experimenting, travel to new places, seek new faces, and embrace changes. You should never live your life in a bubble because a bubble is temporary and cannot protect you forever. And so, my fellow graduates, before you walk across this stage and become official alumni of ACHS, I would like to share just one piece of advice to you all. Leave ACHS and get ready to start living a legacy. What is a legacy? Well, a legacy is a memory you leave in the minds of those that know you or know of you. We have all achieved the first step of a legacy by being in the inaugural class of ACHS, but it shouldn't stop here. Some of us have already begun building our legacy by asking our siblings to come to ACHS, while some of us have built our legacy despite coming from another country. In the words of Jim Rohn, all good men and women must take responsibility to create legacies that will take the next generation to a level we can only imagine. The AISD and TCC boards left a legacy by being the advocates of education and being part of the founding fathers of ACHS. They believed in us even before we believed in ourselves. And because of that, 4 years later, look how far we have come. Our teachers have left a legacy for us to follow by inspiring us to dream big, work hard, and achieve great things. In the words of Shannon Alger, carve your name on hearts, not tombstone. A legacy is etched into the minds of others and the stories they share about you. 10 years from now, are you really going to remember the difference between longitude and latitude? Maybe not, but you definitely remember the fun activities like Kahoo and all the fun things we did in Ms. Rushing's class. You might not remember how to simplify a radical expression, but you definitely remember the happiness in your heart laughing at Mr. G's jokes all the time. You might still be confused on when to use affect versus effect, but you will never forget Ms. Fuller's ability to always spread positive energy because she's always happy, even on Monday mornings. You might not remember all the vocab words for the SAT, but you'll probably remember screaming and performing those skits in Ms. Brooks' class. And one thing for sure is that you never forget Ms. Burke being the one to hear all your stories and giving you a shoulder to cry on. So, what will your legacy say about you? Aim to leave a legacy so people can say, yes, Jimmy did this, or yes, Elena did that. Giving is the rent you pay for living. The true beauty of success isn't always about what you want, but how you catapult somebody else to succeed in their own life. Graduates, no matter what career you choose or what university you choose to attend, I want you all to remember that you are scholars and your futures are very, very bright. Today, we are closing the door to our past, opening the door to our future, taking a deep breath, and ready to start a new chapter in our lives. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2018. Woo!
It is now my honor to introduce to you the Arlington Collegiate High School Class of 2018 Valedictorian, Mr. Esteban Hurtado. Esteban is the son of Juan and Mercedes Hurtado. Esteban has made quite the impact at ACHS. He is a member of the Cornerstone Honors Program as well as Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. At ACHS, he served in student council and was a Lion Scholar at UTA. He has also been recognized as a National Hispanic Scholar and a National Merit Commended Scholar. Outside of the classroom, he found time to give back to his community by volunteering at Mission Arlington and the TCC Southeast Math Resource Center as a tutor for college students. As if all this was not impressive enough, Esteban will graduate with a perfect 4.0 collegiate GPA. Esteban will be attending Texas Christian University in the fall and plans to attend PA or medical school after graduating with his bachelor's in neuroscience. He was named a Chancellor Scholar at TCU. The four-year value of this scholarship exceeds $170,000. Esteban, it has been such a pleasure to work with you this year. I am so impressed with not only your academic accomplishments, but also your integrity, kindness, and your strength of character. I look forward to seeing how far you will go. Congratulations, Esteban.
All right. My fellow graduates, it is an honor to be speaking to you all today. I would first like to start by thanking my family, my friends, and God. Mom and Dad, muchas gracias por todos sus sacrificios y apoyo en estos 17 años de mi vida. Gracias por enseñarme que la educación es muy importante desde que era pequeño. Soy muy bendecido a tener ustedes como padres y los amo mucho. Gigi, thank you for providing for us and being the best older sister ever. Our family is extremely blessed to have you, and we will always love a queen who has a kind and selfless heart. Abraham, thank you for setting the example of how I should perform in school. For those of you who don't know, my brother was also in the top 1% of his class. Jesus, Mariam, Ana, Isabel, and Paula, you all drive me crazy, but I still love you all. I would also like to thank those who came out to support me tonight, especially my church friends, Sam, Ana, Daniel, Michael, Natalie, Kelvin, Rosa, Jesus, Nicole, Daniela, Emily, Adriana, Josh, Jose, Gregory, the Webbs, Marcy, and Petra. Thank you. I would also like to thank God. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish anything. I owe all of my accomplishments and intelligence to him. On August 7, 2014, we walked into ACHS for the first time ever. It was the first day of bridge camp, and I remember we were all in the cafeteria, and Dr. Bolin said he was so happy that we had all made the decision to attend ACHS. At the time, I did not share his happiness. During the first days of bridge camp, I kept on asking myself, what happened? Why am I here right now? Because I could not believe that I had to really stop playing the cello and had left all my childhood friends behind to attend ACHS. I was quite unhappy to say the least, but luckily, there was a moment where I made a choice to move forward, to move past this sadness. And thank God I did, because looking back, attending ACHS has been one of the best decisions of my life, because I have had the privilege to become friends with each and every one of you. And also, I just want to give a special shout out to Steven. Thank you, Steven, for being my confidant, my advisor, my driver, and most importantly, for being one of my best friends these past few years. Thank you, Steven. So many of you have asked me how I achieved all of my accomplishments these past 4 years. There are two parts to my answer. The most important part is God, but the second part goes all the way back to when I was in 5th grade. When I played the cello in 5th grade, we had playing tests to determine who was the best in each section. Well, there were about 8 cellos. In our first playing test, I got last chair, which basically meant that I was the worst in my section. My 10-year-old self was devastated, and I wanted to stop playing the cello, but I knew that I could not let one failure control me. So I started to practice more, and on the next playing test, I got last chair again. But I continued on practicing, and I finally got first chair. For those of you who play instruments, you know it takes a lot of practice, patience, and tenacity. I know every graduate knows what the word tenacious means because Ms. Burke taught us that vocab word, but for those who don't know, it means to be determined. Thankfully, my 10-year-old self figured this vital lesson out because it has helped me throughout middle school and high school. To be triumphant, you must practice. Practice as much as possible. In terms of school, practice by studying. I promise you that I did not understand every lesson the first time, especially in Calculus 1 when I didn't understand derivatives. To be triumphant, you must be tenacious. I can guarantee you that we will all fail multiple times in the years to come, but the important thing is to always jump right back up and work harder than ever before. I myself have failed so many times in these past 12 years. I've been last chair, I failed calculus quizzes, I failed my physics exam, I've even failed the PE fitness test in elementary school. I could keep on going, but the important thing is that I did not let one defeat ruin the rest of my schooling career. To be triumphant, you must be patient. There's no need to rush, especially for us, because we are 2 years ahead of everyone else. This might be the last time we're all together in the same room, so my last message to you is this. Enjoy life. Cherish every moment because there's no tomorrow, only the present. Do whatever makes you happy, as long as it's healthy and legal. And travel. Travel as much as you can. I went back to Italy about 3 weeks ago to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Neo Catacumeno Way, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. Always make time for those who love you, live in the moment, and acquire as many memories and experiences as you can. It has been a pleasure knowing each and every one of y'all, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things you accomplish. May we meet again in class of 2018. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Crystal Duran, and I am the corresponding secretary for the class of 2018. It is my pleasure to introduce the biggest supporter of ACHS, our principal, Dr. Ben Bolin.
Well, good evening. Get comfortable because it's going to be a while. I have a lot to say about this fantastic group. Good evening, parents, family members, members of the AISD School Board, Superintendent Cavazos, Chief Academic Officer Wirtz, and the graduating students from the Arlington Collegiate High School Inaugural Class of 2018. It is an honor to serve as your principal and to be speaking to you at the first commencement ceremony in our school's history. Parents and students, you can be excited about one thing. While there have been many, many meetings over the last 4 years, this is the last mandatory meeting you'll ever have to attend for ACHS. There is so much I want to talk to you about this evening. I wanted to start out by thanking several people. I'd first like to thank Dr. Cavazos, Dr. Coppola, the AISD School Board, and the TCC Board of Trustees for collaborating together to make ACHS a reality. Without your vision, guidance, and support, we would not be here this evening. Students and guests, please join me in thanking them with a round of applause. I would also like to thank the ACHS Graduation Committee for all their effort they put into planning and organizing this ceremony. I would like to thank the teachers, counselors, Mr. Krieger, Officer Jenkins, and the rest of the staff at ACHS for the hard work and dedication they have put into working with these students and all the other ACHS students every day. I've never seen a group of adults work so cohesively together and give it everything they have in order to achieve a common goal. They have spent so much time forming positive relationships with these students by listening to their concerns, supporting them through their challenges, crying with them when there was sorrow, and rejoicing with them when there were triumphs. They have formed eternal bonds and shared memories that will last a lifetime. If you are a staff member at ACHS, please stand so the class of 2018 and I can thank you. I would like to continue by thanking the parents and guardians of these students. Over 4 years ago, I spoke with you at parent meetings about the concept of this school and the opportunities it would provide. You agreed to do your part to help your child succeed, sometimes not really understanding what that meant. You didn't really know me, and you may not have been sure that a new high school was the best option for your child, but you helped them to apply anyway. Over the last 4 years, you trusted me and the rest of the staff to not only help and guide your child academically, but to support them emotionally through the struggles they encountered. Over the past 4 years, I hope that your experience with ACHS met your expectations. Thank you for all the sacrifices you have made and for giving us the opportunity to work with your incredible children. Gracias, familias, por confiar en nosotros para ayudar a sus hijos estos últimos 4 a través de la escuela. Aprecio los sacrificios que han hecho y yo agradezco su apoyo. Gracias. All right, that was the hardest part of the speech. Okay, seniors from the class of 2018, please stand and join me in thanking your families for everything they have done for you. You can be seated. Now to the amazing ACHS class of 2018. When you prepare to go on a journey, it is very common to look at a map, find directions, talk to others who have traveled to the destination before, or maybe go online to get a few suggestions. Well, what do you do and how do you make a plan when you're going somewhere that no one has ever been to before you? This describes the story of these seniors. In the spring of 2014, you were in 8th grade at junior highs all over the city. You listened to a dark-haired old guy, it was dark back then, not anymore, that you didn't know, make a presentation to your class about having a new option for high school. I explained to you that if you wanted to attend this new high school, you would need to fill out an application that we would eventually be selecting around 100 students to be our first group of freshmen. After the applications came in, we began to conduct interviews with each of you, an experience I will never forget. During these interviews, many of you opened up about some of the challenges you were facing. Some of you talked to me about very personal things, including troubles at school, bullying, issues with family and friends, financial difficulties, not having a home to live in, and a variety of other things that many times brought you to tears. The fact that you would be so honest and open with me, a stranger you didn't know, really caused me to reevaluate things. While I always knew this school had the potential to change your life, I never understood the true significance of what Arlington Collegiate High School could mean for students, families, and future generations until I listened to you. This epiphany made me feel an enormous amount of pressure to make sure that the eventual experience and results for you at ACHS must be outstanding. In August of 2014, we began Freshman Bridge Camp, and we introduced to you a term that would become a familiar part of your vocabulary: flexibility. Many of you began to have questions about all types of things, and as Ida mentioned earlier, I often said to you, I don't know. We will know after you go through it. Just remember to be flexible. Somehow you accepted this answer and embraced it. I think this is part of what happens when you have no map to guide you. One thing that I was impressed with during Bridge Camp was that despite your different backgrounds in schools, most of you got along really well with each other. Some of you established friendships that will continue far into the future. Times were tough during your freshman year. You had to adjust to becoming a high school student and a college student at the same time. You spent many days, sometimes in the heat or rain, walking to and from the college campus to use their gym for kinesiology. Flexibility. Some courses even expected you to write a perfect 10-page paper with very specific formatting, including the proper citations. While these situations caused you a great deal of stress and anxiety, you found a way to make it through without quitting. You began to establish traditions and ways to have fun, like singing happy birthday out loud in unison to each other during lunch, band or singing performances on Friday afternoons, after-school dances in the ACHS cafeteria, and of course, the extremely intense competition of shoe kick during field day. Whether you realized it or not, many of you learned a lot about yourself and your abilities that first year. You found a way to push through and not give up, despite the feelings of regret you may have had for not attending your traditional high school. You established such a sense of pride and ownership as freshmen that during your sophomore year, you were not excited to have other students in this fantastic new building that belonged to you. Your success gave you a sense of confidence that eliminated many of the worries you had in the past. Very soon, a new and exciting experience was waiting for you, high school on a college campus. You asked many questions about how things would work at TCC, and again, we said, we don't know. We'll find out after you finish. As that year ended, all of you were ready to encounter life as full-time college students, or so we thought. The fall semester of your junior year was quite a challenge. Many of you struggled with grades, staying organized, meeting deadlines, the distractions caused by unstructured free time, and really adhering to the hallmarks of what it means to be an ACHS Lion. We as adults also struggled trying to figure out what you were feeling through this experience and wondering what we did wrong. We worried that many of you began to regret coming to ACHS. This was an awful feeling. Thankfully, during the spring semester, many of you remembered the goals and aspirations you set for yourself and began to turn things around. Even when you encountered some of the toughest courses, you found a way to dig deep and put in the time necessary to succeed. You embraced the opportunities that TCC had to offer and found a way to blend in as college students. Many of you got involved and joined college clubs and organizations such as the Cornerstone Honors Program, Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, the TCC Accounting Society, the International Student Organization. Some of you participated in intramural sporting events, and some of you took leadership roles by becoming campus ambassadors. When you started as seniors, we had a long discussion about avoiding that dreaded and often very contagious disease, senioritis. Fortunately, most of you got your vaccinations and were able to stay healthy. You realized that by working ahead and taking courses during summer school, you could finish your associate's degree early. Your efforts to push yourself created a pathway that wasn't planned for towards a bachelor's degree courses at UTA that many of you participated in. This pathway came about as a direct result of your hard work and determination to achieve your dream of a world-class education that prepares you for lifelong success. This year was very memorable for a lot of reasons. It was so exciting to find out about your future college plans, scholarships, and the honors you received. Our senior awards ceremony was such an awesome way to recognize you and your families. Many of you participated in TCC's college graduation a couple of weeks ago. This was a very significant event as many of you became the first person in your family to acquire a college degree. Because of your accomplishments, our main sponsor, Texas Trust, put on an awesome celebration giving away lots of cash and prizes. Thank you, Texas Trust. This event even included a proclamation from the mayor naming May 19th as ACHS Class of 2018 Recognition Day. Way back in 2014, the most popular question students ever asked me when we were talking about this new school was, are we going to have a prom? Well, Class of 2018, did we have a prom? And it was awesome. Lions, after taking a chance to go to ACHS 4 years later, here are a few things you have accomplished. A recent study revealed that on average, the percentage of early college high school students earning an associate's degree is around 30%. According to the new state success criteria for early college high schools, a school that earns the highest possible rating has to have 40% of their students earn an associate's degree. Well, the inaugural class of 2018 had 87 students earn an associate's degree, which equals an amazing 85%. This class as a group has earned an average of 74 college hours per student, had an average college grade point average of 3.01, acquired 185 college hours at UTA alone, and overall, the grand total of college hours earned was 6,976. In terms of dollars and the estimated cost for this college credit, including the price of textbooks and fees, it amounts to approximately $876,000. In case you are wondering, these students have earned college credit in courses such as college algebra, pre-calculus, calculus 1, calculus 2, calculus 3, biology, chemistry, college physics, university physics, general technical physics, anatomy and physiology. Shall I go on? I'm going to. Organic chemistry, introduction to engineering, engineering problem solving, developmental psychology, abnormal psychology, civic engagement, computer programming, business statistics, and business calculus, just to name a few. As this group goes forward to acquire their bachelor's degrees, their performance at ACHS has helped them acquire just a few dollars to make their university transition a little bit easier. The total amount of scholarship money earned by this class of 102 students is $2,274,400 and counting. Dr. Cavazos, I would say that the class of 2018 defines more than a remarkable education. Seniors, while your accomplishments are incredible and have set you up to be successful working adults, life in the future is more than just about how many degrees you earn or how much money you make. Long after leaving ACHS and after hearing this speech, I hope you remember what you're about to hear. As an alumni of ACHS, it is very important that you use your experiences, knowledge, and skills to give back and help others. If you become a doctor, use your expertise to help those who can't always afford to pay for any medical care. If you become a teacher, spend the extra time outside of school it takes to help every child learn, just like you did many times at Mission Arlington and elsewhere. Continue to volunteer to help those who are less fortunate. You live in a generation that is addicted to cell phones and that is constantly bombarded through social media in a variety of ways. From everyone trying to show you how important they are, to advertisers trying to persuade you, just remember to put your critical thinking skills into practice and don't just believe or accept everything you see and hear. The number of views, likes, or followers someone has is usually just a measure of self-promotion. Practicing patience, humility, and doing the little things that matter without anyone noticing separates you from everyone else. Throwing away the trash you find laying around. Opening the door for someone. Thanking a veteran. Donating your money to charity. Volunteering at a local school like ACHS. These anonymous acts won't make you an internet sensation, but they will build your character, and who knows, someone may notice your kindness and unselfishness and try to replicate it. Stop complaining, be grateful, and don't take anyone or anything for granted. Thank those who made sacrifices for you, supported you, encouraged you, and provided for you. Tell the people closest to you that you love them and tell them often. Turn your appreciation into action by maximizing your potential by taking advantage of every opportunity to its fullest. Life, as you know, is not always easy. It presents you with challenges and situations that often make no sense at all. And in order to make it through the tough times, I encourage you to have something to rely on. For me, that is my faith. I've prayed for you on many occasions. I pray that you would not give up, that you would be successful, and that you would be able to make your dreams a reality. I've also prayed for myself and ACHS staff a lot. I pray that we would make the right decisions, especially me, that we would have the right words to say to motivate you, inspire you, encourage you, and to keep you believing in the impossible. When I see all of you today, I know that many of my prayers have been answered. For me personally, I want you to know that as I look back on these 4 years, I'm sorry if I didn't do more for each of you to give you all the support you needed when you needed it. Sorry if you ever felt that you were sacrificing the enjoyment of your youth because of the workload and study time required at ACHS. I hope now, 4 years later, that you think it was all worth it. I want to thank you because you've taught me so much. Thank you for taking a chance to attend ACHS. Thank you for teaching me that no matter what the circumstances, working hard and maintaining the right attitude really does help you go a long way. Thank you for teaching me that sometimes kids just need an opportunity and someone to believe in them in order to succeed. Thank you for teaching me just how much of a positive difference a school experience can make in someone's life. Thank you for taking me on a magical 4-year ride full of incredible memories that I wish would never end. I'll truly miss the smiles, eagerness, flexibility, kindness, and contagious 100% spirit of the ACHS class of 2018. As you move on, remember to keep pushing yourself to go farther. This is just the beginning of bigger and better things that life has in store for you. In the past, the odds may have said that you are the type of student who could not make it through this program, but you have now proven to yourself and countless others that you can do the impossible and you can overcome any of the tough challenges life brings your way. You truly are leaving a legacy of greatness and have created the first map that will successfully guide the journeys of those that follow you. Continue to push yourselves to be the example for family, friends, and those around you. Use your influence to make this world a better place, and always remember where you came from. In the future, I hope you return to visit us to let us know about everything you are doing and to provide inspiration to the younger Lions. Soon, personalized bricks engraved with your names will become a permanent part of the campus's landscape and will serve as a reminder that you will always be a part of ACHS, just as ACHS will always be a part of you. I'm so lucky to have been your principal and have had the privilege of knowing you. The Arlington Collegiate High School Inaugural Class of 2018. Continue to achieve the dream beyond 2018. I love you guys. Thank you. Congratulations. Now, who's ready to make this graduation official? If you're not already, the Arlington Collegiate High School Class of 2018, please stand up. Superintendent Cavazos and members of the AISD Board of Trustees, as the principal of Arlington Collegiate High School, I would like to present to you these students who have successfully completed all of the attendance and academic requirements for graduation as prescribed by the state of Texas and the Arlington Independent School District. I proudly proclaim them the first ever graduates of Arlington Collegiate High School. Graduates, you may move your tassel to the left. Class of 2018, please be seated. Guests, please be respectful of every graduate as they cross the stage. Also, at the conclusion of this ceremony, stay in your seats until all of the graduates have exited the building. At this time, we will now begin the presentation of graduates as students from the first row approach the stage in order to receive their diplomas.
Sherian Jelani Abubakar. Utaile Puao Marinda Afalava. Juan Arturo Aguila Ortiz. Jonathan Alonso. Eric Alvarez. Stephanie Nkindalin Anene. Natalia Anastasia Anguiano. Eamon Bassam Arafa. Itzel Alejandra Araiza. Graduating cum laude, Esperanza Isabel Arevalo. Jennifer Estrella Arias. Michael Sando Barnes. Domingo Barrera. Carlos Alberto Calderon. Jennifer Chavez. Tim Caleb Cody. Crystal Vanessa De Paz. Graduating cum laude, Jesse Leon Duan. Anaili Duarte. Graduating cum laude, Crystal Duran. Faith Elizabeth Ellis. Lillian Espinosa. Alberto Dario Arce Estrada. Araceli Ayala Estrada. Narek Rael Evans. Dalia Farias. Marisela Lynn Galicia. Nettie Michelle Gallegos. Adrián García. Angélica García Cortés. Michael Allen Germany. Elena Marie Gonzalez. Alberto Gonzalez. Hannah Carmen Gonzalez. Laura Alicia Herrera. Hannah Elaine Hildreth. Jennifer Isaguirre Esquivel. Ariadna Idali Juarez. Amanpreet Kaur. Graduating magna cum laude, Jennifer Lenny Lamb. Sandy Esperanza Leana. Melissa Lavon. Graduating magna cum laude, Carla Paola Lugo. Tran Lei Lee. Francis Ayole Leonga. Brian Mayna. Graduating magna cum laude, Hugo Alvarado Martinez. Melanie Mayo. Juliana Shante McCoy. Graduating cum laude, Jesus Medina. Carlos Alexander Mendez. Narayani Mendoza. Daniel Miranda. Melanie Nicole Montezuma. Daisy Montoya. Enrique Evaristo Murillo. Iriana Yesenia Nacianceno. Graduating magna cum laude, Tommy Nyo Nguyen. Graduating magna cum laude, Stephen Lauk Duke Nguyen. Amy Fun Nguyen. Aldo Ramon Ojeda. Oluwa Thomason Michael Olade. Myra Olvera. Graduating magna cum laude, Julia Patino. Graduating magna cum laude, Elias Perez. Cecilia Perez. Graduating cum laude, Jim Dui Huang Pham. Jessica Porcayo. Saúl Quiñones. Ariel Ashley Roboteau. Graduating cum laude, Leslie Ramirez. Edwin Regalado. América Reséndez. Jennifer Eileen Reinaga. Jocelyn Elena Rivera. Justin Thomas Robinson. Sebastián Rodríguez. Rafael Iván Romero. Xiomara Salazar. Rigoberto Salinas Jr. Arnold Salcedo Guerrero. Stephanie Segovia. Eliza Nicole Shelton. Gabrielle Samiti. Feli Elena Swanson. Lynn Tu. Raquel Torres. Graduating cum laude, Emily Thao Mi Tran. Brisa Trujillo. Kyler Jonathan Umana. Graduating cum laude, Grace Urbina. Brian Fernando Vasquez Torres. Graduating cum laude, Andrea Villagomez. Raúl Villeda. Tania Villeda. Graduating magna cum laude, Bao Din Vo. Graduating cum laude, Emily Yanez. Jason Young. Graduating summa cum laude and ACHS very first salutatorian, Adara Rosa Emmanuel Ekong. Graduating summa cum laude and ACHS's very first valedictorian, Esteban Velázquez Hurtado.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how about one more round of applause for the amazing class of 2018.
So take the photographs and still framed in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and days getting on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. There's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. You had the time of your life. There's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. There's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
All right, for the last time, the inaugural Arlington Collegiate High School class of 2018.